In part 5, we're going to cover how gender is perceived by most people and how people see their own gender. And it's going to show gender variation and expression that is common to all human beings through some videos. Gender is a spectrum of personal presentations. By personal, I mean I can choose how I present myself within any social situation, and if I choose to present myself as male or female, and I want to be treated within that gender range. A spectrum is inclusive of all human beings. We all have a gender by which we want to identify ourselves, and a spectrum that allows each of us to present ourselves as we see us, and that is a key point, personal choice. As we say, gender is a range of expressions, and a range which goes around a large number of people, each one of them expressing their gender in ways that they're comfortable with, but also within each one of us, we have a range of our gender expressions. When I go to church, it's one. If I'm out at a bar having a drink, it might be another one. And certainly when I'm hiking, that's yet another one. So we all have a range of expressions, but they all fall within an expression of who we want to be. That's what we see here. The man's walking down in his skirt and blouse with his daughter in her sundress. But to see a better example of the range of gender expressions, right-click and open the hyperlink on either one of these pages. It's the same. It's a National Geographic, and you can watch 4 minutes of it or the whole thing. Gender is how you relate to yourself, how you see yourself, and what you see back when you're looking at yourself. We all see ourselves differently. We all look in the mirror to see ourselves. Women, men, binary, or trans. For the transgender, we see ourselves as often at variance from those who want to look at us through the lens of birth sex, as we've seen with the doctors and legal systems. It's interesting that binary people accept variations in gender presentation amongst themselves, but then refuse to accept it for transgender people. We saw that the law, particularly today, really keeps people from being able to express themselves. They do it in ways that are subtle but yet crass. They don't allow us to have our proper gender on the driver's license always. You have to go through lots of gatekeepers to do that. You cannot change your social security card without going to court. You cannot change your gender on Medicare without having very expensive surgery. All of this is discrimination, and it does not permit us to use our civil rights as we should. Please support GENDA and call your New York legislature and tell them to get off their desks, out from behind their desks, and vote for new legislation and pass it this year.